Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of 9 Days. 9 Days is the directorial debut feature film from writer and director Edson Oda that tells the story of an interviewer who's going through 5 candidates of unborn souls to determine which of them will get to live life on Earth. So, once again, the Denver Film Festival received one of the biggest, buzziest films on the awards circuit. I have heard nothing but the highest of buzz about 9 Days coming into this viewing. So once again, when I saw that it was being shown at the Red Rocks Amphitheater drive-in experience, I was so excited for my opportunity to experience the film I had heard such great things about. And overall, I did quite enjoy the film. However, for me personally, it didn't quite reach that level of greatness that so many others are experiencing with it. But let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Well, I need to start with Winston Duke, who plays the interviewer. He is our main character of this film, and he delivers an absolutely stellar performance, full of range, depth, and emotional complexity. Duke delivers such a powerhouse, impactful delivery in this film. It's surely one of the best male acting performances of 2020. It was really stellar. I also loved Benedict Wong, who plays a little bit different of a character than he typically does, but in that same kind of light-hearted vein. But I thought he really brought a lot to this side character. Zazie Beetz and Bill Skarsgård are also in this film, as is Tony Hale. Zazie Beetz is certainly the standout amongst them, and I think it's more to do with just this natural brightness every time she is on the screen. Your eyes are locked and glued in on Zazie Beetz. She just has that magnetic pull as an actress, and she was perfect for this role. Tony and Bill aren't really given all that much to do, honestly, but they are good in the limited roles that they do have. I also think that the original score in this film was beautiful. When you're creating a really ethereal, contemplative type of film like this, having a great score that delivers the atmosphere and emotions is definitely an added bonus. And this original score does a lot to create the atmosphere, to build up this emotive, profound feeling just to the film itself through the music. The score is great. I also found the cinematography to be beautiful, and it's really well directed, honestly. These scenes that take place inside of a warehouse, everything is inside of this house or out on this desert, yet it's always beautiful to look at through both the cinematography lens and that directing eye. It's a dynamic film that jumps off the screen in a quite limited landscape. Plus, the ideas are interesting. This world at a base level is interesting. The different things that these souls do in the film are interesting and do make you think to an extent. So the idea behind the film and the reflection on life itself and living is a solid premise, but that will lead us into the negatives of 9 Days. Well, my first negative is that it creates this idea, and it is set in this different parallel world to our actual world. But I think the idea itself, first of all, could have been so much more interesting. This idea of souls before they are granted a body, basically, getting approved to actually become a human. Really cool idea, it's a really cool concept. But the world that we were built required the actors and the original score to do a lot of the lifting to create an interesting world. And while it's presented and you basically understand what's happening, it's not really given a good explanation. It kind of jumbles ideas of reincarnations or angels mixed in with these souls and this decision making process. The entire process that is taking place never fully lined up for me. The great inventive idea and then the emotional core and morality, if you will, never fully found their way to gelling. And I think that that is why the ending didn't move me personally quite to the extent it did others. And the other reason it didn't quite move me to the extent I think it moved many others is that I didn't find it to actually be as deep as I had hoped for. The observations about living life and the observations about how you live and what it means to live felt like water we have treaded plenty of times before. Now, admittedly, this may just be because I personally live on the pessimist side of things, but it just felt like ideas and evaluations of life and how to live to the fullest. And it was all presented in ways that didn't feel quite as deep as I was hoping the film would take them. The final scene is beautiful and really does a great job of showing instead of telling and giving this lively exclamation to the film itself. But as we're moving through, I wasn't being moved by these big emotional impact moments as I was hoping I would be. But in the end, I do think 9 Days is a really strong directorial debut that delivers a stunning musical score with a beautiful cinematography and a grand idea for a film, but unfortunately doesn't quite live up to that idea for me personally. However, I definitely do think that this is worth seeking out, but I think it's also going to be quite a divisive film once it is seen by general audiences. So I would give 9 Days a matinee ticket if you want to venture out to see this one when it is released. So that is my review of 9 Days. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see 9 Days? And what is your favorite film that follows souls? Let me know either in the comment section down below or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!